So we look at what are the factors which are affecting the working capital of a company. So there are like several factors which affect the working capital of a company. So the first one is nature of business. So it depends upon your nature of business, which leads to how much of working capital you should have. We can have an example like this. We'll assume that you are a bike manufacturing company. You should have high amount of inventory. You should have high amount of inventory because there are like many models and there are like many showrooms, so you have to stock all the showrooms and all with all the models, so inventory will be high. The raw material and also will be high because all raw materials are required to produce one single bike. Okay, so again raw materials will be high. The company will might also sell the goods on credit, so the receivables will be high. So what happens is this company's working capital will be much more higher. So this next one we'll discuss about service business. So service business, we can have it like an IT company. So in an IT company, what are the inventory that they have? See, the inventory that they have is like computers, but even computers are a fixed asset. So any other inventory they have? No, they don't have much of inventory. They might have softwares. Again, softwares are stocks, so they might not have much inventory, and they might not sell things on credit, they might sell only on cash. So if you usually take, their working capital will be usually lower, and the working capital for manufacturing companies will usually be higher. Okay, so this is about the nature of business. So now we look about the business cycle. We'll put it like this. Normally the demand for any product will be like wavering in nature. For example, we'll take a product like two-wheelers, two-wheeler bikes. From January to December, there are like 4 festivals which come in equal distance. Okay, one you get it on April, the other one you get it on something like July, the other one you get it on September. What happens in festival season is the people will be like willing to buy more uh, products, so they might be willing to buy a bike also. So the sales will be high during festive seasons, and the sales will be low during normal seasons. So if you take, the sales would be like fluctuating from like this. Okay, so inventory are required at this level, and the inventory is like lessly required at these levels. So it is also the business cycle which determines how much of working capital you can have. So it differs from business to business, but all businesses are affected by the business cycle. So the next one is called as seasonal factors. So some, you can take seasonal factors items like raincoats or ice creams. So these are items which are like usually affected by the season. So this, in the rainy season you have more demand, and this you have demand in the summer season. So seasonal factors affect the level of working capital a company has. Or production cycle, some products take a long time to produce, they take a long time to produce. Okay, for example, building construction company. Okay, so these companies usually have a high amount of working capital, but there are companies which have also a very short term cycle. For example, like biscuit manufacturers, so they can quickly do it within a week's time and they can also sell it. So biscuit manufacturers or chocolate manufacturers, these guys, even though they are manufacturer, their production cycle time is like very less. And for companies like building construction or dam construction or road construction, for them they will have a high level of working capital. So credit allowed and credit availed can also affect. If you're going to make high amount of credit sales, then you should have working capital as high. But if you're going to avail credit, so if you're going to purchase all the items on credit, if that is going to be high, then your working capital is like low. because your working capital is funded with the current liabilities. So that is how these things are interrelated. So it also about the operating efficiency. So if you have high operating efficiency, then you will be ending up with low working capital, and the vice versa is also true. Growth prospects, if you are a company which is like keep on growing very fastly, then you should produce more items, then you will have more, you have to buy more raw materials, you will make more sales, and you also have to do a lot of credit sales. So a company which has high growth speed will also have high working capital. So level of competition, if the level of competition is higher, again your working capital will be higher. So why is it so? Assume that you are a monopoly. If you are a monopoly and you are a bike manufacturer, you can just sell one model of motorbike in the market. But if the competition is going to be severe, then you have to launch several variety of motorbikes. For example, 10 models of motorbikes. So if you're a monopoly, you can just sell one bike and you can make people happy. But if you have competition, you have to sell a lot of variety of motorcycles. Inflation, the higher the inflation, higher the requirement for working capital. So why is it so? Because the cost of raw materials, the cost of work in progress, the cost of salary, everything goes up year on year, and that leads to increase in working capital. And the last is availability of raw material. If raw materials are easily or highly available, then your working capital can be less because you can buy whenever you want. But if availability of raw material is like not available all times, okay, only seasonally it's available. For example, like orange fruits. So orange fruits are not available in all the season. It's only available in a particular season. In that case, the company has to stock a lot of oranges. So their working capital goes up. So these are the factors which affect the working capital of a business. You can reach me at my website wowacademics.com, or you can also see my Quora answers. I am active in LinkedIn and in Facebook page. So you can visit at these places. If you just type Sham Prasad and Wow Academics, you will get all these links in Google search itself. And if you like this video, give a like, share to your friends, and if you feel that any points we have missed in this video, you can post it. We will try to give an answer to you in the comment section itself, or we'll also create another video for you. So thank you for watching our video.